All right, all right, all right. I don't know if that's blowing everybody's eardrums out or not. Looks like it might be. Hold on, let me check real quick. Oh, that's a big delay. All right, all right, all right. That sounds really loud. What microphone is this one? I don't want it on default. All right there. All right, is that a little better? That's way better. What the heck did this thing switch over to? That's crazy. That was so loud. That sounds really loud. What microphone is this one? I don't want it on default. All right there. All right, is that a little better? That's way better. What the heck did this thing switch over to? That's crazy. That was so loud. That sounds really loud. Okay, cool, cool. All right, little echo, whatever. We got it under control. We're good, we're good. So, we are going to be looking at a lot of stuff. We're going to be looking at big old list, big old list. We're looking at commodities. We're looking at gold. We're looking at silver. We're looking at copper, platinum. We're going to check out Nvidia. We're going to check out Microsoft, Google, Coin, MicroStrategy. Didn't put that on the list here, but we're going to have to look at that. We also have Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, XRP, Bitcoin Cash, Tau, Uniswap, XMR, and Zcash. So should be fun. Should be fun. Something is scrammy. Sound is better. All right, great. I'm glad the sound's better. Honestly, that was wonky. But currently, as I'm speaking right now, I'm trading Pax Gold. So it is following the gold price. It is a little off, I've noticed, because gold price right now trading at 287, 4,287. Pax G is trading at 4,301. So there is a bit of a lag. There's might be an arbitrage possibility happening here. But yeah, I'm currently 75x shorting gold in the crypto form of gold. And let me tell you, the premiums on actually shorting this thing are crazy high. I literally got charged $7 to go with a market order 75x short with I think it's only like $118. So kind of crazy on the high fees over here, but probably not going to do that. Probably going to start using Webull to start trading gold because the fees are lower. But yeah, anyways, I think we're going to be coming down a little bit. Let's go ahead and check out the actual gold chart. And let's go from here on the daily. So on the daily, we're showing a bit of a tweezer top right now. A little tweezer top, double top situation in this otherwise rising wedge pattern. So there is an opportunity for gold to start giving up some of its gains. And we could see a pretty dramatic drop. We could come as low as $3,922 if it actually sells off. If it doesn't, if this thing resets this week and we actually continue to the upside, we're going to see an absolute insane evaluation, because I was looking at this the other day. This rally has been nuts, absolutely bonkers. Most people are probably going to be looking at it kind of like this, going from the low, the high, to the recent low. They're going to be looking at 4,692. I was looking at it a little bit different the other day on the weekly chart. So let's just get an idea of what this thing has the capability of doing. So I like this little trough better. I like the major macro here, where we're looking at it from a much broader time frame, and you can see the absolute craziness gold has done. But it does look like that 4,686 might be the target. So even on the longer term time frame, this trend has been absolutely parabolic. If it does start going up even further, oh my, be ready for some craziness. But I do think it's due for a little bit of a retracement. Just a bit overbought, no big deal, nothing crazy, just might come down a little bit. So that is gold right now, and I do want to see gold come down, because when gold starts coming down, that means other things the money is going to flow into. With the highest evaluated thing on the planet right now, it would be nice to see some of this money get released into other markets. So that would be great. Checking out silver. Silver is still hanging on to its all-time high levels. Still thinking it could hit that $74.51 level, but we are finding a lot of trouble up here. Looking at it on the daily, we are a bit overbought. We could chop around here for a little while before we start seeing some more upside. If you are into the precious metal trading right now, I do think you have way more opportunities with platinum over either gold or silver, but that's just my opinion. So yeah, right now, daily's trying to reset. Expect the choppiness, but 74.51, if they decide to keep on pushing this thing, we could see this thing absolutely go nuclear. Looking at copper. So copper, I was looking for downside. Still looking for downside. Still looking for it to come down. Probably testing the $5.03, but doesn't really have to. It could keep on rallying. Remember, it is in an uptrend as well, but very tight to its moving averages, and it is resetting quickly. So I do think after it's done with its small retracement, we could see a move up to $6.15 from where we're trading at right this very second. That is 16% upside. Precious metals are going nuts. They're going absolutely nuts, but you only heard it here. Anyways, moving on, because I know not many of you are interested in the precious metal game, but I do think there's a lot of gains on the table if you are into it. But looking at silver. So silver, let's go out to the weekly here. It is hitting an extremely major level. So this right here on the weekly time frame was once acting as a support, became a resistance. It is now fighting with that level as resistance. So this is platinum. Sorry, it's platinum. So platinum right now, it is on the cusp of having a run to potentially all-time high levels. This thing is it is a hair away from breaking out. Absolutely amazing. Get out for now. Actually, hold on. Alright, anyways. So yeah, this thing on the cusp of a nice little breakout. I would like to see it hit that 1907, but I am looking for a little bit longer term. If this rally continues, we could see it all the way up at 2304. Now that would be a rally from where we're sitting at, another 25% to the upside. Kind of a big deal, especially with precious metals. A lot of money flowing into these things, and there's a slight bit less manipulation, so you might actually like trading this. So on the weekly time frame, we are a bit overbought, but it can stay overbought for months on end. On the daily time frame, we are entering that overbought territory once again. I believe that's just because we are at resistance. It could literally break through any day. Checking it out on the 4 hour, your 4 hours trying its best to reset. Could take a few days to reset, but looks pretty darn good to me. Looks pretty darn good. All right, now we're going to stick to the dailies for the stock market. We're jumping into NVIDIA first. So NVIDIA, I did have this posted up since last week. I do think we're going to have either a 19 to a 28% move to the downside. It has started. So this is nice to see. However, one thing to notice, the stochastic is resetting very quickly. You do have your 200 simple moving average sitting here at 156.46. So I think there's going to have to be some bad news that pops out to really get Nvidia to start dumping hard. But I have some hope for that. I do have some hope for that. I have not put in puts or anything yet, but it does look pretty good for some downside. I think as soon as the new year comes, people start reallocating their portfolios. I think that's when we're going to see Nvidia take a nice little dumperoonie. So that's my thoughts on Nvidia right now. It's not looking great. Next up, we have Microsoft. So Microsoft over here. Microsoft, I was planning for 6% downside. This thing has been hanging on for dear life above the 200 simple moving average. But I will say this was the most bearish consolidation I could have ever seen, and I'm sticking true to the 446 for Microsoft. Looking like we're about to lose that 200-day moving average. It is not looking very strong at the moment. High stochastics right now. You have just touched neutral territory. Get a stop loss right above these 3 previous highs at 494. You could be in a really good short. So just my opinion, but we could be seeing lower prices if we go below that. We do have support sitting at 389 for Microsoft. So Microsoft not looking fantastic. Let's go ahead and check out Google, the Googler. Google has been going absolutely insane. Currently, it does have bearish divergence, but we do not have a lower high yet. And it is a money printing machine. This thing is just printing money left and right, hand over fist. So I do think we are going to hit that 343 eventually. As soon as it's done consolidating, maybe it wants to go touch that 50 simple moving average. But as of right now, it is just going parabolic. Absolutely parabolic. So good job for Google. Keep on making that money. You could possibly see a little more upside going into the end of the year, but I'm not expecting too much out of this. It looks like all the major move has happened. You would really want to see a nice retrace, possibly back down to 240 for a great entry. We'll see if we even get it. We'll see. Kind of doubt it at this point, but we'll see. Anyways, moving on from Google, we got Coin. Now, Coin here, I was pretty bearish on, and now the crypto market has been taking a little nosedive. It's been helping out Coin with this 21% downside that I'm looking for, and a touch of support at 215. So this is kind of nice. We have this thing set up. We're waiting, seeing if it's going to actually hold that. You have multiple uptrends to hang on to. If you don't hang on to this first uptrend, you do have support sitting down here at 152. I do think the crypto market would be in pretty dire straits if it does decide to go down there and touch that 152, but we're going to see. It was major support, not once, but twice, so we're still looking for that higher low situation. And 886 would be down here at 176, so that could scare a lot of people out before getting a great buying opportunity and sending it up. We'll see how the market makers want to do it. But, yeah, this one actually looks really good to the downside. Death cross is imminent. Death cross on the daily is imminent. So I would expect a little bit of sell pressure. Next up, we're going to be looking at strategy. So MSTR strategy, they have been getting kicked in the nuts. It's been really bad. So, yeah, here is MicroStrategy. Before, we were looking for so much upside, but we lost our uptrend. That is a big-time problem for MicroStrategy. I now have to redraw this whole chart. Oh, boy. This is where it's like, uh-oh. Is Michael Saylor in trouble? Are we all in trouble? Well, if we look at the weekly, we're about to test that 200 weekly moving average. That's kind of a big deal. We also have support down here around 117.20. So we're kind of hoping that strategy could hold on, but a level that we did not want to fall below. We are currently below. This is a bit of a problem. What is up, JB? How you doing? How you doing? So this right here, if you watch Meet Kevin, you're gonna notice this is one thing that he believes could be causing a lot of sell pressure. It's the fact that MicroStrategy doesn't have the same buying power that they used to. So MicroStrategy can't prop up the market. we all knew that problem was going to happen eventually because he was buying Bitcoin hand over fist, and everyone who does that usually gets wrecked. But it's fine. It's fine. It'll be all right. Once they're out, it'll mark a brand new generational buying opportunity or something, and everybody will get freaked out and excited again, and it'll be fun times all over. But on your weekly right now, we are oversold. So I know there's someone out there who thinks strategy could start bouncing to the upside. The problem is, nobody really knows what they do outside of buying Bitcoin. I mean, some people will be like, I totally know that they create software. Sure you do. Totally knew that, right? No. As of right now on the daily, this looks like a very bearish bear flag, and we could be heading straight down to that 117. So, dire straits for MicroStrategy, but this is preventing them from propping up the crypto market right now. And on the day, lost 8%. That's kind of rough. Still could have another 27% downside. So, Michael Saylor, pull it together, man. Pull it together. He did create a new Ponzi scheme, though. So, his debt is being deferred. Anyways, let's go ahead and check out Bitcoin. So, the corn is now in the danger zone. On the new day, we are breaking trend. That is a problem. That is a big problem. Because if we break trend long enough, well, then you get every nasty, ugly little bear out there to be like, oh my god, we're going down for the next 3 years. And, yeah. I personally am not in that camp just because I know what happens when the Fed starts printing money. I lived through COVID. It's a beautiful time. It's an absolute beautiful time. There's some lag time, of course. But once they start printing, risk-on assets start running. So I do think that it's going to help a lot, especially going into next year. It's just a personal opinion, but as of right now, I did say it before, we could see a 10% drop. I want to see what happens if we go down and touch 80,734 again. So, still looking at some downside. Yo, what is up? How you doing? Welcome in. Welcome in. But yeah, still looking at some downside. Kind of is what it is. You're resetting your stochastic on the daily, which is great. Love to see that. If we can maintain these levels and get a breakout, awesome. That's where we can start looking at a common retrace. 109,000 common retrace. Sounds like you're bullish. I'm indifferent. I'm not really bullish. I'm not really bearish. I'm just kind of taking it day by day because the Fed has royally fucked us. Like, bad. I mean, really bad. So I saw some metric. This year was the highest amount of layoffs and firings out of any other holiday season. And I was like, wow, that's horrible. That's absolutely horrible. So yeah, I'm more indifferent than anything because anybody who has lived in the real world knew the markets, knew the economy was in the shitter for a long time, but the Fed's sitting there, data's fine. It's like, okay, more pain incoming to the downside. Yeah, that's basically what I just said. It's like, hey, we can see more downside. It's fine. It'll get better eventually. It's just, I don't like that the Fed was so late, and now it's like, oh, Christmas is canceled again. Wonderful. So many families out there. Christmas canceled. It's like, that fucking sucks. So yeah, just indifferent, playing it day by day. Once the banks get a lot of liquidity again and they're willing to lend to people, that's when we're going to start seeing the markets rally again. Kind of is what it is. This is the constant cycle of idiots and retards. You got idiots buying the top and retards holding back any more buying pressure from coming. It kind of is what it is. So, yeah, just what we're living with. What we're living with. But either way, I think we still could come down. 80,734. Still in play. Still in play. Moving on, we got Ethereum. Ethereum is about to hit my target here. So Ethereum is broken out of its downtrend. It now looks like it could be getting that confirmation low. We were looking at the 9% drop here. It's basically there. Noted we could still go lower. If things get really dark and destitute, we could come all the way down to 25.14. But as of right now, it is broken out of its downtrend, and it does have the capability of a confirmation low. So we're going to see how that goes. If we get the confirmation low, we're going to be aiming at 4,076. If we break through it, well, it's going to be pretty harsh. But 25 to 22.95, that's kind of your targets. Let's see here. That's what happens when you ignore the charts. That's very true. The monthly was bearish a long time ago. Everyone just ignored it and live on hopium over the Fed and the news. Yeah, that's fair. Hyper and Zora, please. Sure, we'll check it out. Hyper. Zora. Got you covered there. You holding your long-term alts or you sell yet? No, I'm still holding them. Strategy stays the exact same. It doesn't bother me what the market's doing. Strategy is the exact same. I buy low, I sell high. The fact that alts never went high means I have longer buying opportunities. That's all that is. The projects, as long as they're still working on the project, I'm okay with it. But if they stop working on the project, I sell everything instantly. That's kind of how it is. TA Turbo, is it time to stop asking you about this shitcoin? That's funny. Charts over everything. Charts help. Charts really do help. Turbo. We'll check out Turbo, no worries. Hey, you guys can ask for all the S coins you want. Just don't expect hopium. Remember, if the big boys aren't moving, your S coins are going to get shafted. You might get those random one day 50% pops to the upside, but it's like so hard to time those. Oh. Sorry, I'm fighting a little bit of a cough. I lost my... We got Zcash on the chart. No, or on the list. Don't you worry, we'll get there. Fighting a cough. Lost my voice a little bit while I was playing rugby this weekend. Bear with me, guys. Bear with me. I'm going to have to be drinking a lot of fluids, so we'll see. Another day, another dump. Yep, we're just going down forever. It's only going down forever. So here we have Solana. Solana here. I was shorting it over the weekend. It hit my target. Now it looks like we're heading toward that 113. So that's unfortunate, but strong probability. We are losing it. We're going to the downside even after getting bullish divergence. Such a shame. Such a shame. Where are you trading right now? I'm trading gold. Pax G. I'm in a 75x short on gold. It's good for you. Do you buy some coconut juice? I sometimes do. I don't buy coconut juice often, but I do. You mean coconut milk, I hope. But sometimes I do drink coconut oil, but I'm not keto right now, so no coconut oil for me either. Right now I'm just some drugs, some broccoli, and hydration. Also plenty of protein and sleep. Sleep is a big deal. But yeah, so right now, looking for another little dumperoonie to the downside. We could see Solana get another 10% downside move. Only problem with trying to enter a short now is you would have to have your stop loss above this high. It's a pretty high stop loss. So I would say wait for it to break, come back up, bearish back test, get into your shorts, and ride it to the downside. Just my personal opinion. Not telling you what to do with your money or your actions. You do you. You do you, boo-boo. All right, XRP is next. Finally losing a level. So losing a level, 155 seems to be the target. But if you go on TikTok and you see any live streamer talking about XRP, it's the future of finance, okay? Just remember that. It's future of finance. But if you lose that 155 very quickly, you can come all the way down to 65.97. So stay on your toes, XRPians. Stay on your toes. It is still beholden to the liquidity of the world. So there's that. Next up, we have Bitcoin Cash. Bitcoin Cash. I was shorting this earlier this week. I got out of the short because it was taking forever, but it looks like I was absolutely right with my idea. 13% downside. Son of a bitch. Anyways, this is taking forever to fall. Either way, beautiful rising wedge pattern, broken down from it. I would love to see it come back up to 576, get a bearish backtest, and then ride that baby to the downside. But as of right now, my target's 502, If we can get below that 502, awesome. 451 is the target. But yeah, this looked really good to the downside. So there we are. We have achieved some downward momentum. We are now fighting with the 200 simple moving average on the daily. I don't think it looks that strong. Could be wrong. Could be wrong. Could be full of absolute dog poo-poo. But the thing I want you to notice is you hit a level, you fell. You hit a level, you fell. They tried to rally it back up, lower high. After all that bearish divergence, finally put in a lower high. The dump over the long term could get real nasty. Okay? Just keep that in mind for Bitcoin Cash. Could get real nasty over the longer term. So, prepare yourselves. Prepare for the downside. Tau. T-A-O. Tau. You know, it had its halving event. Looks like it's going to give us 216. Had the halving event, 216. Amazing how that happens. The only thing that ever goes up these days is Pippin. I don't know. I haven't been paying attention to Pippin. Have not been paying attention to that meme coin. But what I want you to notice here for Tau, you can see this level that was acting as a support. Then it became a resistance. This is what you don't want to see happen. So the fact that now the buyers are giving up, they can't get past this level, go down to your next support. We're looking for 216. 216 for Tau. After a halving event, another 17% downside. Strong possibility. That's unfortunate. Unfortunate. And we knew, as soon as we lost this uptrend, ooh, all bad. All bad. So sad, all bad. We are just going downtown, baby. Anyways. You didn't post your live in Discord. It should have posted automatically. I don't ever post it. I will have to check out my bots that did not post it. They're fired. They're fired. Damn, after having Tau went down, that's sad. It is sad. It's really sad. Really unfortunate. But yeah, that is Tau. Going down. Going downtown. Let's check out Uni. So the only reason I bring up all these things is like, hey, we can still short the market. Like Uniswap right now, we could short this bitch down to $4. $4.05. We could just jump in that short and ride the waves, baby. 18% downside could be coming. 18% downside. You missed the heartbeat. Just kidding. Oh boy. Oh boy. I get a new mic and all of a sudden, hey, bring back the heartbeat, bro. Oh, that would be typical. That would be typical. I'm pretty sure when I move, everybody's gonna be like, I miss all the stuff in the background. Why are you in an office? The hell is this? If I can get a house with a detached garage, oh, that would make me so happy. Full detached garage from the house. I will convert that into my office. That would be great. Because I'd still be in the garage. That's the perfect part. Alright, anyways. Going from Uniswap, we got XMR. So XMR, I've been looking for a short for like a week. When and why you moving? Why would I move? Because I want a bigger house. When? No idea. Who knows? Next year, year after? I don't know. Depends. Depends on if I find a good deal or not. Alright, so XMR here. On the daily, XMR is telling us a very, very great story. You have bearish divergence and a lower high. You are currently incapable of breaking 420. Alright, no one's getting high on XMR. So Monero looks like it's ready to start dropping, and it looks like it wants to find some support. Possibly all the way back down to 345. That is kind of a big deal. 345 down here is what we'd be looking for our support, because that was your previous level of resistance. We might come all the way down there. So XMR is setting up for a very, very good shorting opportunity. And I mean very good. 15.5% to the downside. This is what I really like to see. Oh, gotcha. Just curious. Yeah, no worries. You guys buying everything so expensive, bro. Everything's gonna be expensive forever. We're in California. Nothing's going down. We in California, bro. Everything's expensive all the time. Have you seen Texas gas prices? Have you seen ours? They're like over $2 less. Like $2.20 less per gallon. Ugh. Heartbreaking. But yeah, 15.5% downside for Monero. I can definitely see this happening. I definitely can see this happening. High stochastic on the daily. We're about to enter into the bearish control zone. This is absolutely beautiful to me. I love getting into shorts like this. And if you want extra confirmation, if you're worried about it, wait for the uptrend to break and then jump into your trade. Or even better, wait for it to break, bearish backtest, then jump into it. It's going to be like a waterfall. Just let it go. Steve Hilton or Chad Bianca, I don't even know who you're talking about. I wish I knew who you were talking about. No idea. No idea. Porky, oh hell no. What? Everything expensive? It's all oversold. No. We're talking about California. We're talking about California. How BTC looking? You still think we're going to the 50 week? It needs to catch bids. It's currently breaking the bull run uptrend right now. So as of right now, hey, I'm just looking for that 10% downside to play out. Porky, just do it. I don't know what I should be doing. No idea what I should be doing. But XMR, I'm looking for this 15.5% downside. California Republican governors need dump Newsom. I mean, Newsom managed to rig 2 elections back to back. The recall or whatever election or impeach, I don't know what it's called. The one where we tried to get him out of office and then he ran and became governor without even campaigning right after. Absolutely amazing. All right, Zcash here. Zcash. So I was looking for the break to the upside. It didn't happen. Now I am looking for shorts. Shorts on shorts, baby. So I do believe we should see a move all the way. If we don't get down to 290 for Zcash, I'm thinking we find support somewhere around this 312 level. Because it is a daily level of support as of back here. But I do think we're going to come down, get at least a confirmation low, maybe even a lower low. We'll see. But as of right now, high stochastic on the daily, tapped into the bullish control zone, and we're pulling back. So, looking for a lot more downside. Vote Bianco or Hilton, though. Enough politics. Oh, that's what you're talking about. Yeah, I have no idea. It's called a recall. There we go. They going for him after Tim Wells. Okay. Newsom for prison. That would be great. That would be great. Needs a man. Wait, what? Who needs a man? It's weird. I don't know what's going on here. Anyways, this does not look bullish to me. This looks nice and bearish. And then the best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup. Looking like the new uptrend that was being formed is about to get violated. So as we violate that, we are going to be looking for some downside action. And we could be shorting this puppy. Could be shorting it. I would be looking for somewhere around this 253 to 202 level. But I think it's going to be tough to break below that 290. So that'll be hard. I'm voting for whoever unbanned guns. So corrupt. He buys a 10 million mansion on government salary. I thought it was 8 million and then it increased in value. But you're right. Very corrupt. Very, very corrupt. Not wrong. Not wrong. So I would be looking for a possible 36% drop out of Zcash. Zcash is looking like it's in dire straits right now on the daily. Checking it out on the 4 hour though. 4 hour. That's not bullish. That's quite bearish. So I would be looking for that lower move. And in the meantime, in between time, 290 is the first target. 290 if we break below 373. So downside ahead. Downside ahead. Anchors away. By the way, apparently Navy beat Army over the weekend. So, woo! Only reason I know that is because I got some Navy guys on my rugby team, and they were like, "Yeah, anchors away," and I was like, "That's the gayest slogan. I don't know how else to put it. I don't. Ugh, it's a bad slogan. Anchors away doesn't sound tough." All right, let's get into your guys' requests. Hyper. So I don't really look at Hyper too often. So let's do this together. Wow, it is really retraced, hasn't it? That is oofa. There we go. Let's get our weekly levels. So you really don't want to lose that 9-cent level. You're probably going to test it, though. Probably going to test it. You didn't even test 11? That's frustrating. That's a bit frustrating. Let's see how it looks on the day. Oh, looks worse on the daily. Hold on. No, it looks fine on the daily. Come to think of it. Weird. Okay, cool. Didn't come down to it. Look, oh, you're ready to come down to it. Wow. So right now for Hyper, looks like you don't have support until you get another 13.99%, basically 14% downside. You tried desperately hard to go up and touch some resistance. It wasn't working for you, bud. Wasn't working for you. And of course, now you're gonna have everyone and their sister. It was a bear flag the whole time, brother. So bear flag has now been violated. You could see anywhere between like 14 to 30% downside. Yeah, it's not looking great, pal. Not looking great. Let's check out your 4-hour. 4 hours kind of meh. I mean, you got a bullish cross and it just decided not today. So that's a little unfortunate. Even if you rally back up, you're likely to just get rejected around this level right here. So even if you rally back up, if you touch that 1439, great area to put in a short and ride it to the downside. Low stochastic on the 4-hour, but I don't think that matters because you're not oversold yet. Yeah, and your 1 hour decided to give you some nice high stochastics off no price action. So it's little S coins like this that are usually really easy to trade. You wait until Bitcoin looks like it's about to take a dip, and then you throw in a short on something like this, because it'll just free fall 14% and no one will care. So this one, yeah, I think it's going into the slammer. It's not looking positive to me on Hyper. So moving on from Hyper, we got Zora. I thought I looked at Zora before. Is it just that low? Oh my Lanta. Oh my lord. It only goes down. Wow. Check out daily. Oh yeah. Yeah, this thing's total wreck. Okay. Alright. Can't even touch the resistance twice. Unfortunate. Ugh. You lost the level. You are now fighting to hold on to something. Alright, let's give you the benefit of the doubt. Triple bullish divergence. This could be your high or low. It's a possibility. We don't know yet. Zora is trash. Arguably, all of crypto is trash right now. Arguably, you know? So, I don't think cherry picking would matter. Just saying. Even if we extend it out, looks like we're broken out all the same. So it looks like we're trying to get that nice little breakout, trying to reset the daily. This is not bad if we hold that 4473 level. I would not personally try and take the long on this. I would wait for the higher high and then a higher low. Aster is a bigger trash. Okay, all right. So I would wait on this one. It does look like it's trying to do something. Somebody out there is trying to buy this thing, but no idea what their intentions are. Not yet. If you start getting the higher high, higher low situation going, we're looking for 6215. But as of right now, you just kind of sit back and wait because we don't know if this is our confirmation low or the we're gonna wait it out and wait for the death dive down and then let it bounce back up after. So we're unsure, just sitting back and waiting. But if it does catch bids, there's a possibility over time you get about 35% upside. Possibility. The biggest problem we have right now is, yeah, the Fed just started injecting like $60 billion into the economy, but it's mainly to prop up private credit and not consumer credit. So if private credit is getting propped up or getting stabilized or whatever, then it's still the institutions doing everything. I don't think institutions are sitting here like, oh my god, give me some Zora. I don't think that's happening. So I would be very cautious in any altcoin kind of like Zora here. It's basically being funded off the exact same traders that are trading it all the time. So naturally, your advantage is to the downside until new money can start entering the market. Until that happens, hey, just expect downside for now. But give it time. Give it a little hold a Rooney. If you do believe in the project, money will come in eventually. I'm still leaning on the whole, we're probably going to see some weird, crazy rally around tax season. So somewhere between March to May, still somewhere around there, because, dumb money is going to get some big tax returns this year, hopefully, and then they can start investing in all the dumb stuff that nobody cares about. So that could be a fun time, and they might want to buy some Zora. So we'll see if the venture capital funds might want to jump ahead of them or not. I think about 10 months time. 10 months is a long time. I don't know if it would take until next September, October, but hey, you could be right. Could be right. All right, last one on the list here, Turbo. Let's check her out. Turbo, it had a beautiful rally. Hit that 618 and it sold off. Right now, you are back below the 50 simple after a beautiful rally. Great, awesome. You did not confirm your low yet. After falling all the way down here, somebody's going to be like, but the wick and the confirmation, either way, you're probably going to come down at a bare minimum to 164. Bare minimum, probably going down there. I have a sneaky feeling they're going to be a dump all the way to the holidays, double bottom, and pump through the holidays. Wait, what? I don't understand what you're saying there, Rich. They're going to dump through the holidays and pump through the holidays? Excuse me? What do you mean? I don't know what that means. Turbo. No wonder why everyone is broke. It's funny. So, Turbo right here. This is bad. Bad, okay? You also put in bearish divergence. So that's another problem here. You can see it. You have a high, lower high. Then you see the price high, higher high. Bearish div, pulling back. We're expecting a lot of downside. Really? No, Rich, really. I mean, did you read what you wrote? I have a sneaky feeling that we're going to dump all the way to the holidays, double bottom, and pump through the holidays. How are we going to dump through the holidays and pump through the holidays? What do you mean? What holidays? Dump till Christmas, down to 80K, then pump at Christmas. Okay, all right. Now it makes a little more sense. That made no sense to me, man. That was rough. That was a rough one. All right, 4 hour. We are losing our 200 simple right now. That's unfortunate. Not oversold. Could still see more downside. And somebody's going to say, hey, here was the uptrend. You violated it. Yeah, you violated your uptrend. Shame. So when you violate uptrends, what do? We short. We short it all the time. We just short it. So first target I'm going for 1637. Might as well touch some support while you're down there. Might as well. Dang. So turbo right now, we could see something like a 14, possible 22% downside. I mean, provided Bitcoin does not rally overnight. Okay? There's a caveat here. All the bearishness will get wiped out if Bitcoin decides to rally. Let's go to liquidation heat map. I forgot to do that. Liquidation heat map on Bitcoin. Right now, they are whoa. There's 149 million down here in longs. Apparently someone bought on the wick down. Wow. And now Bitcoin's starting to rally a little bit. Plenty of liquidity to the upside. Plenty of liquidity to the upside. If we see a rally in Bitcoin, what I'm expecting is a dump in gold, and we're going to see Bitcoin steal some liquidity. But after the liquidity stealing, I don't know what else is going to prop up the Bitcoin market right now. I really don't. Everything dependent on BTC. BTC dependent on the NASDAQ. Yeah. Totally. But yeah, so if gold dumps, that's where we can start seeing equities catch some bids, Bitcoin catch some bids after, and things could be nice. I'm currently shorting gold. I'm doing my part. Hopefully you all are too. But yeah, market as a whole right now, it's just looking a bit red. But so here's one of the outliers. Co-AI. You would never guess, but it's up 12.5% right now. You would never guess. Looking at this chart, you'd have no idea. Yo, what's up? How you doing? Welcome in. You would have no clue at all. But it's like, oh, hey, cool, we're doing great. Looking at the 4 hour, but then you look at this RSI. You're like, I wouldn't go long here. Wouldn't do that. Did you win rugby? No. It was a round robin, so technically there was no winning, but from a points perspective, we got our asses beat really bad. So my team, we're going up from Beer League Division 3 to now semi-trying Division 2, and we got to go into a round robin with a bunch of Division 1 teams. And one of them can actually argue the fact that they're probably ranked number 2 in the nation right now. So yeah, it wasn't really the right place for my team. It was kind of rough. Yeah. Exit dump, exit pump, right? Just man. So yeah. These things, it's all just kind of like meh. You're just seeing, I like to call this like wash trading action. They're just trying to create whatever volume they can. Look in Discord. Okay? We're looking in Discord. Remember this. Alright, I see it. Yeah. To be fair, if you guys rewind, I already called for the 80,000 Bitcoin. I already called it. Already did it. Show it. Why are we showing it? Everybody, join Discord. Go look at Rich's work. It's amazing. It's awesome. It's beautiful. There it is. See it in all its glory? I got here late. You did. You did. You did. You certainly did. But yeah, let's go ahead and bounce back to Bitcoin real quick. So, Bitcoin right now, right this moment, we are interacting with this downtrend here. The 10% downside I called for last week could be in play. We could still see this thing come down to 80,734. The problem we have here with that is somebody's going to be like, oh, we lost the uptrend. Guaranteed bear market. However, we'd still be holding the level of support. We would still be holding the support, and we would just, oh, well, I guess it was a fake out. Like, that's all it really is. Most bullish coin for the night going into tomorrow. Nothing? Nothing. You think we green or red tomorrow? I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know what Wall Street's doing. I don't know if they're going to find some liquidity. We have news coming out tomorrow. I think it's some jobs data or something from October, which the Fed decided to say, hey, it's going to be bullshit anyway, so who cares? It's, need to take the liquidity before pump. I mean, probably going to take the liquidity before a pump because they don't want anybody making money. They don't. Or they need to short it, steal that liquidity so that they can buy in and send the price higher. Who knows? Markets feel awfully manipulated right now, and it's hard to play around with anything in the crypto space at the moment if you're trying to bet to the upside. Really hard to bet to the upside right now, just because it's such a strong downtrend, and we have so many things saying that the entities or the Michael Saylor that was pumping the market, it just has a lack of ability to right now. Just lack of ability. I need to take everyone's longs, right? They also go back before the pump, right? Yeah, just a little whipsaw, and then send it. Make everyone angry. That'd be great, right? Best scalp. Any leverage involved? Best scalp. That's a tough one. Best scalp. So I'm currently scalping gold, or PAX G, I should say. This is the scalp that I'm currently in. And I'm only looking for 1.5% to the downside. Looking at this daily, this thing looks beautiful. Absolutely beautiful for shorting. I got my stop loss sitting up here at 4,338. But one take profit could be 42.83. I do think it's going to get lower. Get down to this 4,250. Because that is previous levels of resistance. We should test it as support at least, but also this is a bearish pattern. We could come all the way down to the bottom of this range, would be totally fine. So this I think is the best scalp. PAX G, it is mirroring gold's price. I do think it is set up nicely for some downside. Just very nice. But other than that, I mean, what else was I looking at earlier? Nope. XMR. XMR is set up really nicely for shorting as well. You can see the bearish divergence, and now you got your first lower high on the 4-hour in this nice consolidation below a level of resistance for XMR. XMR is set up nicely for a nice downside move. And it's going to catch a lot of people off guard because they're like, it's bullish consolidation. It's bullish. It's bull. I don't think it's bullish. I really don't. And you already have Zcash selling off. Why would Monero buck the trend if Zcash can't do it? Just my thoughts. Just my thoughts. So I'm thinking a bit of downside from Monero would be nice to see. Could go all the way down to 345. Could. So yeah, those are all my thoughts on this market right now. I think there's a huge lack of liquidity. I mean, huge. Things are breaking in the background, and nobody's really reporting on it because they don't want to create panic. But yeah, when private equity doesn't have the ability to buy things like they want to, it creates a lot of problems. But all right, everybody, I'm going to get on out of here. I appreciate each and every one of you for coming in to the live. You guys are awesome. You're amazing. I'll probably not be here tomorrow. I don't know. I might be here tomorrow. Depends on how this cough is going. I might not go to practice tomorrow, and I'll be here for the members-only live stream. But if I do go to practice, of course, I won't be here. And otherwise, I'll see you guys Wednesday. All right, everybody. Hopefully, you are a part of Discord. Hopefully, you join us. How far down do you think XRP dumps to? 155. 155. That's the current target for XRP. Yeah, 155.06. No problem, everybody. I do appreciate you all. You guys are absolutely amazing. Thanks for coming back. I know I've been pretty absent lately as I've been training so hard, but I'm gonna figure out the scheduling somehow. All right, I'm out of here, y'all. Deuces, take it easy. Check the links down below. Join any one of the exchanges. It really helps out the channel. Take advantage of those deposit bonuses. And, yeah, see you guys in Discord. It's a great place to be. Take it easy. Deuces. I'm out.